Me too.
Yeah, don't ever say
Okay, I'm
that
gonna
again.
behave. Shut up. I'm gonna behave. Let's go. Because I see you just went live. So
I don't even want you to behave no more. Fuck it. Listen, y'all already know what this is, who I am, who I will always be, and what it always is going to be. So, I was walking around outside and this little tag along just so happened to be coming down the same block as me. And I said, "Oh, hey Tara, how you doing?"
wow.
And I said, "Hey, let's go live tonight since I know, you know, I'm taking a break from my show, that y'all have generally tried to be like." So I said, "Let's go live. Let's talk. Let's wrap it up. It's been a minute."
So you want me to
And
log out now? Because you want all bullshit? Or do you want me to actually stay? Just let me know. Because what we not
so
gonna do, tag along. I'm not even in the same state as you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
anyway, can I tell my story? You're gonna keep
No.
interrupting.
You tell me, do you want me to stay and listen? I mean, do you want me to leave so you can keep going, or you want me to stay and we actually tell the truth tonight?
Anyway, like I said, Tara Michelle is in the building. Tara
Hi.
coming back from Vegas.
Yep. All the naked people. All the naked people.
Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, right? Too many times in relationships, what I've noticed is that a lot of people break up over the most simplest shit. Okay. I've experienced it, just because a motherfucker constantly cheated or whatever, that don't mean leave. Sometimes you got to work that shit out. That might be a chronic illness that they got and they can't really control it. So, what's so funny?
You.
So, tonight we're going to discuss how sometimes sticking it out might be the best thing. But then, on the flip note, sometimes getting away might actually be the best thing.
Thank you.
And I thought about this topic today because I see a lot of times couples break up over the most stupidest shit. And it's like, if y'all spent as much time trying to work the problems out, you might actually get somewhere. So sometimes you got to decide what's worth sticking together and what's worth leaving alone. All right. And y'all drag Rashida and Kirk so much. It's like, but at the end of the day, you can't tell somebody how they love somebody regardless of their screw ups. They're in love. She loved that man. I
She
don't.
loves him would be the correct statement. He does not love her.
You don't think so?
No, I do not.
Why?
Okay, first of all, he has cheated on her their entire marriage. We're just coming in at the point of love and hip hop. Okay.
Do we
He
know
has,
that? Do we
okay.
know that? Do we know that for
According to
sure?
other celebrities who were dating him at the time that he was with her.
Do we know that for sure? Is that for storyline?
This one talked about on the show. There are broads who were popping in the 90s and the 2000s out here talking about Kirk and how long he been tricking. Before
So
they were even married, he was messing with girls. He was
okay,
messing with the brat.
so
He
let me
was
ask.
messing with the brat, the rapper, the brat.
The
Bought her
brat
a
say the
car,
brat say the
trip,
brat say she was
jewelry.
messing with everybody. The brat said she was messing with Allen Iverson. She gave Allen Iverson head. All this other goofy act. I love the brat. Chi-Town, stand up. But she got problems in her own situation. She need to be trying to figure out, like why
Like her
why her
divorce.
why her wife like taking meat. But anyway,
She
I
does
ain't,
too, apparently.
I'm not here to be mad. I'm not here to be that. Okay, so look, right? If he's buying the vagina, right? It's a transaction. It's
With
transaction.
Rashida's money. Kirk
If
don't do nothing.
If
She
he's
had the
tricking,
businesses.
right?
She was the rapper. She made the money, and he buying other chicks with her money. How disgusting can you be?
If he's tricking, right,
Mm-hmm.
then you know it's not emotional.
Oh my God, here we go with that bullshit.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, okay, think
It's
about it like
emotional.
this.
Okay, listen. Even if the guy says it's not emotional for him because it's just I want new. It's emotional for her because she is broken every single time. You take more and more of her soul, her heart, her spirit away until
Yeah.
you leave her with nothing. So it's emotional for her.
Okay. So my question would be, why do you think, and I can't even speak for her, but why do you think people stay knowing that the idea of my mate is cheating, my mate is lying, my mate is stepping out? Why do you stay and go through that? Is it love?
No. It's
Then what?
confused for love. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's a woman who did it. When I got married at 19, I stayed in my marriage way longer than I should have. It is
Mhm.
when you cannot financially do it on your own. So you feel like you are stuck, you can't leave because you can't afford to. It is also you do not have any self-worth and you do not love yourself. You love that man more than you love yourself. These are the major reasons why you stay with somebody who proves to you time and time again your heart, your soul, your spirit, your love is not enough for them. Because even if he doesn't fall for any of the women he's sleeping with, he knows it bothers you, it hurts you, it destroys you, and he does it anyway, which means he cannot love you, and he damn sure ain't in love with you.
Renee says, what up, Renee? How you doing?
Yes.
They stay because they have low self-esteem and afraid of being without that person. They done got used to the trash that has filled that person has filled them with.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my take on this, right?
We don't care.
Maybe it ain't even the fact that they love this person more than they love themselves. Maybe, but listen, when you get married, and I'm not saying this is everybody's scenario, but when you get married, it says
Oh my God.
for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor, to love, honor, and obey. Okay,
Yes.
that's what it says.
All of those. So when he
Okay,
cheats, he doesn't love her, he doesn't honor her, he doesn't obey. So he breaks the entire vow package and she's allowed to leave. Thank you
so
for bringing that up though.
so you there's a such thing as a perfect marriage, is what you're saying.
I'm not saying no, there's nothing. The only thing that was ever
Okay.
perfect about this life was Jesus. But what I'm saying is there are deal breakers. If you physically abuse me, I'm out. If you cheat on me,
Mhm,
I'm out.
mhm.
Period.
Um, listen, no Diddy, because this is about to get real slippery for a lot of couples out here. Okay, it's about to get real slippery. Okay, speaking for myself, because I can't speak for Kirk and all them other people. I did a lot of my wrong in my life, and I stayed in situations, and people stayed in situations with me because of my ego. Okay. I felt like I can do whatever I want to do. And I'm pretty sure this is what Kirk is feeling like. No matter what he does, that woman's not going to leave him. And that's what I felt like. I felt like that. I'm not going to lie. I felt like no matter how many things I've done, how many lies I've told, how many times I've stepped out, how many times I've not came home days at a time. Like, these are things that I felt like I could do because in my mind, this woman is not going to leave. So once, but here's the thing. Once I felt like it was feeling like she was about to leave, then I sort of kind of want to act right. I sort of kind of want to get my shit together. If I just got caught cheating or whatever the case was, I'm in the house for the next couple of weeks. I'm tucked up because now I feel like my grip is slipping.
You're sick. Are you listening to yourself? You're sitting up here saying that you're
Simply
on a
ball
power trip
jockey,
that
my
says,
boy. What up?
you're sitting up
Huh?
here saying you're on a power trip. So you know you got this woman. She loves you so much, so you're
Yeah.
gonna play her out. And then when she starts to get tired, you're gonna pretend to do right to get your grip back and start all over again.
That's generally what it was, because when you get married, like I said, these are the vows that you take on. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, or even when you're in a long-term relationship, you feel like no matter what, this person is gonna stick with you. And that's what I felt like. And was I wrong for that? Yes, I was very wrong. And now that I look back at some of the relationships I was in and how toxic I was, because in my mind, I felt like you were never going to leave. You were always going to be here. I felt like I had mind control over the situation. Whatever was in front of me. And I used to tell people this. I could control whatever's in my atmosphere because I had it on lock. That was my thing. I had it on lock. My boy Dollar, what up? So I had it on lock and I felt like I could get away with it. So as a man, if I can keep getting away with this, why am I going to straighten up? If you're not going to leave me, and like I said, this was the wrong mind frame back then. I'm a lot wiser now because you don't toy with people's hearts and emotions like that. And for me, it felt like, all right, if I feel like you leaving, and I always tell people this, cry a little bit. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to cry for your woman. See, society
Only if
makes
you
it, well,
mean it. Only if you mean it. Don't fake cry. Don't spray too much Visine in your eyes and then start blinking fast. Don't play with me.
so I think like sometimes people stay in relationships longer than they have, not for love, not for I think sometimes it's ego. I think sometimes you know this person loves you that much that they're not going to leave you no matter what. I mean, people get fed up.
You're
There's a
evil. You are an evil, evil, evil person.
Why you feel that?
You just sat up here and said your ego is such that you would look at this woman and go, she loves me so much, she's never going to leave me. So I'm going to dog her out. That's not only are you a master manipulator, but you are inherently evil.
Now hold on, because now you add words. I didn't say that was what I wanted to do. Nobody wakes up and says, hey, I just want to dog her out because she's never gonna leave. Sometimes shit just happens and you can't
Oh my
really.
God, it just happens. As a grown ass man, you have no control. It just literally happened. The girl fell on top of you with no drawers on, and you were
No,
just
no, no.
inside of her.
I could tell you honestly, I had a lack of self-control in those days. I lacked self-control. I ain't even gonna lie. If you had a vagina and you was moving, I wanted you. Just because I felt like, again, it was an ego thing. I had an ego. Like,
Why though? Why did you have that ego? Who are you trying to prove something to, sir?
I think more so myself, because I had been played to the left and disregarded and discarded so much. And so I would get in this space where I would say, nobody's ever gonna play in my face like that again.
But you
And
were playing theirs. And
it's
the
a
faces that you played in weren't even the women that played in yours.
it's a,
You went
it's
and
a
found
get
some
you
new
before you
innocent blood.
it's a get you before you get me kind of complex. Now, I'm not saying that it was wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that it was right, because it wasn't. But I think like she stayed with me, or any woman stayed with me, because back in those days I had a type. I wanted the women that needed me. You didn't necessarily have to want me. I wanted you to need me, because the grass ain't as green as you think it is. So I kind of had a type, like I felt like you needed me. You need me. So again, I could do what I wanted to do. So then I came across somebody who actually wanted me, and I didn't know how to deal with that, because that was a new experience. I wasn't used to that. So I felt like, man, I could do whatever. That's what I felt like.
Oh my God.
And I think what it was for me, honestly, was you said who was I trying to prove this to myself? Myself. Because I've never been in the I want to fit in mode. I've always did my own thing. I've always been this type to do my own thing and to I appreciate that, my boy. I always wanted to do my own thing.
Don't lie to him.
I always wanted to be just me. Like I never wanted to impress nobody. And I just felt like, man, like I've seen so many people come in and out of my life. So I got to stick to you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I seen that keeps people together is what Renee said earlier. People don't want to start all the way back over again. They don't want to. It's a saying, and this was my first ever podcast that I ever recorded. The devil that I know is better than the one I don't know.
But
So
why do you think you only have to choose between two devils? Where are your angels?
I think at this point in time, angels are like fairy tales to me. I don't
Everybody can't be a devil. And if you honestly think that, then you should be celibate and alone for the rest of your life. 100%. Because I'm not going to keep choosing the lesser of two evils. And if you think that staying in a miserable relationship and being unhappy is better than just being by yourself, a piece of woman or a piece of man is better than no woman or no man, like
yeah.
therapy. You need to seek therapy and you
I
need to
I I
learn
think
some self-worth.
I think that's the case with a lot of people. Like
Can I?
I know this motherfucker ain't no good, but shit,
Ain't no but. You deserve someone who, if you're
ain't
good to a
nobody
person, then you deserve somebody who's going to be good to you. That's it.
because
That's the end of the equation.
yeah, that's what they say. They say if you unhappy, then why you sticking around? Why you doing it? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Hey, listen, y'all don't come on here talking about no goddamn terror. I ain't trying
Thank
to hear
you.
none of that shit.
Thank you.
But uh
You a hater.
but yeah, I feel like listen, so you're saying not to stick it out. You're saying first time of trouble, go ahead on and hit the bricks. You're not
See,
saying
that's
fight
what you're
for
not
what
going
you
to do.
believe in, right? I'm asking. These are questions. These are
Okay,
questions.
so
You know they coming.
I'm not saying that you don't stick it out. There are some things you can work through. For me, physical abuse and cheating, I'm out. For me, I'm out because I know my
Mm,
value and my worth. And
mm,
see, for me, if you cheat on me, you're gonna make me bitter and insecure. I'm not this impenetrable person where you can go out here and tell me you slept with somebody else. I know every time I don't know where you're at, I'm gonna be thinking you back somewhere or with someone else. And then I
mm,
become this version of myself that I don't like. So you don't get that power over me. But you can work through a guy who might be bad with finances if he's willing to allow you to help him learn. You can
mm.
work through bad communication. Another thing for me is horrible sex. I'm not staying with you if the D is whack. I'm not. That's me. I'm not saying everybody else has to be that way. You can stick it out and try if that's what you feel like. But there are a lot of things that you can work through in a relationship. But I just there are deal breakers. You can't
So
stay no matter what. That's crazy.
if a man cheat one time or a woman cheat one time, they supposed to just end it. It's supposed to, you know what I'm
Tara
saying?
Michelle is out. I cannot speak for nobody else, but I'm telling you, I don't know how women come back from that. And we know men can't deal with it. Yeah, let your girl go out here and sound like money. Let your girl go out here and cheat on you. We gonna see how long the men stay when they find out she was getting, manhandled by Mandingo. Y'all not staying, but the
Hey,
the, the
listen.
requirement is that we stay. You know.
Hey, listen. Shout out to my boy K Sap, man. Hey, I gotta get you on. I got a topic for you, bro. One of these days. Let me know your schedule. I got a topic for you because I got
Yeah,
one for you.
come on so he can torture you because I'm
But
tired of this mess.
but listen, okay, look. I was a cheater.
You
Okay.
still are.
No. I really was a cheater. And I'm not proud of that, looking back now and all the hurt that I've inflicted on people, my kids, mothers, my ex-wife, all of that. You know, you look back at it and you feel like there are things that you could have did better. You know how you get this feeling where you know you want to do good, you want to do right. You know it's in you to do right, but you can't just you don't seem to know how to pull the trigger. And that
Mhm.
was me for the longest time. I didn't know how to pull the trigger until it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Because now that they're packing that shit up and they're on their way out the door, now I want to act right. Now I want to straighten up. Now I want to do the romantic things that I should have been doing more consistently when everything was going good. We always seem to wait until things is going bad to want to straighten up.
Mhm.
And that was me. Hell yeah, that was me. I felt like, again, I'm Big Smash. I do what the fuck I want. And if you wasn't with it, I'd on to the next. And it caught up to me. It caught up to me. Wasn't a good
Good.
feeling.
That's what you get.
Don't do that.
Mm.
Okay. You are supposed to be an enabler right now when I'm being vulnerable. So this is why men don't open up to women, because y'all want to sit here good and all that other shit.
When I,
That's
as a
okay.
woman, when I think about how many women you've hurt, if you ever think I'm gonna have your back, I don't care for the next 100 years you do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna keep reminding you because you, I just told you, are evil inherently.
I'm not. I'm not. I just didn't take no bullshit. I didn't give you a chance to hurt me. You know what I'm
Sir,
saying? And a
you
lot.
were the bullshit. What do you mean? So you just gave it? You didn't take it, you just gave it?
I didn't take no bull. Listen. If you good to me, I'm good to you.
You're a
Okay.
liar.
That's
Those
very.
women were good to you, and you just sat up there and said that you were not good to them. So are you talking present tense? We're
I
supposed
so
to
check
believe
it
that
out,
you.
right? I didn't give them a chance to be good to me. I had
Oh God.
already had it in my mind that I'm me. I told you it was an ego thing. It was an ego thing.
How many
You know what I'm saying?
women, how many innocent women did you hurt or break or destroy emotionally and spiritually and mentally?
You want me to be honest?
Yes.
Carry the carry that and then that and then I'm gonna go on the limb and say
This
maybe
boy
about
adding a 5 and a 7. Oh my God. It's too much.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a lot, because a lot of women I really didn't care about. It's what you were doing for me that I cared about. I didn't care about you as a person. But the ones that I actually know that I affected and I bothered, it's about maybe 10. It's about
And
maybe 10.
how many women did you send? Uh, how many women that you were formerly with are now gay? Because that's on YouTube.
Well, see, here's the thing about me. I love women that like women anyway.
Oh my God.
So how many that are just strictly women now that
Yes,
I know off
because
top?
you were
Two.
that terrible. Yes. Mhm.
Two. It wasn't that I
Two.
was that terrible, as I was that great, and they were never going to find another man, so they decided to stick to the other team. Don't do that, because I listen.
You
No,
just sat up there and asked me if I wanted you to be honest, and then you told that bold face lie. Oh my God. You got it.
so yeah, two of my children's mothers play for the other team full time, and they are like two of my closest compadres. You know what I'm saying?
They
I got
say keep
we,
your enemies closer.
I think we found out we were better parents than we were as a couple, which is
Mhm.
dope. You know, super dope that we have that co-parenting bond down pat. And I think sometimes that's what it is too. Sometimes relationships break down because you are better off being friends. You're better
Fine.
off just being friends. The
If,
love
if
part didn't work.
if you're in a relationship with somebody that you are really in love with, you are in love with her, and she is in love with you. Your girl got a girlfriend. Um, and she cheats on you with another man in y'all bed in y'all house. Are you
Uh-huh.
staying?
cheats on me with another bed in our house. Okay,
Why are you even pretending like you're thinking about this?
so that depends,
Oh,
right?
okay.
That depends, and I'm gonna tell you what it
On.
depends on. It
Mhm.
depends on if they still be alive once I go in the closet. Okay, if she can survive whatever's coming when I go in the closet, then okay, because she a no limit soldier. If she could survive that, then I fucks with her. No, but I think honestly, like cheating. I'm not gonna leave because you cheat one time. I think
You're
I've
lying.
done enough. I've done enough cheating in my life as a man. I can honestly say if I truly love you and I know that I was on bullshit and I know that I was lying and cheating, we can work it out. Because
Why
now,
would you
now,
want to? Look, why would
now,
you want that kind of toxicity and chaos in your life?
hold on. I got now. If I know that I was good to you, I know that I was
Mhm.
committed and I wasn't cheating, I wasn't doing nothing, I was doing the best that I could, and you still decided to go out and cheat, then I gotta let you go because I know that I was giving you my best. All right. But now if I know that I was a dirty ass, two-timing ass nigga, then I gotta take what's thrown at me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be acting like a victim and I am a suspect also. You know what I'm saying?
But if
So
both of you can take it there, why stay together? Like, where
I
is the
think it's,
common sense in that? What
I
what
think
what, what are we doing?
for me, I've never stayed with a woman who openly told me that she cheated on me. I've never done that. But I think for me, like you have feelings, you have a heart. You believe that people can change. And I think that's
No,
why no, some people really do have hearts where they feel like, you know what? He or she messed up, but I believe that we can have a breakthrough, that we can fix this. We can get through this. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
who thinks that? The man thinks it. When he's cheated, he comes back, baby, I love you. I messed up. It was a mistake. It was an accident. It's not a mistake or an accident, or you didn't mess up. You intentionally did all the things that you
I
did to
think
sleep with someone else.
I think
It's
when people
always the
cheat,
cheater who wants the one who got cheated on to stay and endure and work on it and get back to something that we didn't break. So
okay, so
it's
I think when people cheat, it can be a mistake. Things can happen. Nobody's ever gonna sit here and tell me, "Oh, I had the perfect marriage. I never did nothing
let me
wrong
tell
ever."
okay. Woo, okay. This is not about the perfect marriage. You can
Mhm.
have issues in your marriage, but one of them does not have to be cheating, and one of them does not have to be physical abuse. So
Why
stop
not?
saying that just because what?
Okay, we're not talking about the physical abuse part because I
Okay,
know,
because I was about to
but
snap.
I'm
Okay,
talking about the cheating and the
because if you married me, you promised to not do that. Love, honor, cherish, obey. You did not honor or cherish me, so you broke the vows. It's
okay.
over.
But is that really fair though? Because
Oh my.
is that
Was
really
it fair
fair?
when you stuck your little 3 inch wee wee in that bald
Let me
headed
just
bitch?
say this.
Don't come to me and ask me no stuff like that. You sound crazy.
Let me ask you this. So if we together 10 years and I cheated on you year one, and then I went the other 9 years cheating free, wouldn't you consider that a mistake because it never happened again?
If you told me you cheated in year one, we wouldn't have got to year 10. That's
I'm just
first.
saying,
However,
hypothetically speaking.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, that's 9 times longer, that you went without cheating than you did when you did cheat. And that's beautiful. That's why I said Tara Michelle is out. I'm not going to judge you if you stay with somebody because cheating might not be a deal breaker for you. I'm
Mm.
always speaking for me. And I tell my daughters the same thing. I think that your self-worth is such that you shouldn't stay with a man that cheats on you. But once they're old enough to make those decisions, they have to make it for themselves. I don't want to give you control over my mind, my heart, my soul, my body if you don't
Mm.
cherish me. And if you cheated, you don't cherish me, in my opinion.
I think if you cheat one time and you truly are sorry, like speaking for me,
You never cheated this one time. No, you are the prime example of how that goes left. So if you cheat on a girl and she forgives you, 9.9% of the 9.9 times out of 10, a man is gonna go, oh, all I gotta do is act right for a couple of weeks or a month, and she gonna take me back. Now you're setting up a pattern for him to think it's okay.
Yeah, that was me. I felt
See?
like I was around the house for a nice little minute, doing everything I'm supposed to do, trying to get that spark back, trying to put us back in motion and do things and stay outside and avoid temptation and all of that. And it's possible. It's very possible. You know what I'm saying? You can go through a mistake and bounce back from it. Okay? Don't ever. I'm not saying that for me, and I'm only speaking for me. I can't tell what the next man to do or a woman how to do with the next man. But if you love that man and you love that woman,
don't cheat.
It's meant for y'all to figure it out. You're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to figure it out. If it's meant to be for y'all to figure out, you're going to
figure it out before you sleep with someone else.
You're not gonna have to force it. It should be natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you don't cheat. That's very natural.
Well, so I think what it is that I've noticed is that a lot of times there are a lot of fears of commitment going on.
Then why are you married?
No.
So you're not going to get none of these bullshit excuses off with me tonight. I'm not playing with you about this.
What I'm saying is when you get in these relationships and you're doing like the baby boy type of scenario, for example, the toxicity, the back and forths, the we're together, we're not together, we're gonna figure it out, we're not gonna figure it out. I want you, I don't want you. I'm gonna tell you I don't want you, but I really want you. Like, I'm gonna tell you what it's like for me, right? True story.
Oh, Lord.
I remember getting into it with a woman, and we stayed into it, and we started doing petty shit towards to each other. And it wasn't even big shit. It was just petty, dumbass shit. And it got to the point where now I was like, okay, we're done. And then a couple hours later, you hungry, you want something to eat. Let's do this, let's do that. Like petty, simple shit like that. But I started to understand that the petty shit started to turn into big shit. So I remember us being upset, and we had separate places and all that. So that was a good thing. If you live in the same house, this might not work. But I know that when she gets upset, she will wait till I'm at work and then come to the house and start collecting shit, you know what I'm saying, just to piss me off. So one day I took a condom, right?
Oh, God.
I put the condom on, stretched it out a little bit, whatever. And then I put the wrapper in the condom in the closet. I put the wrapper in the condom in the closet because I knew her plan. I knew the routine. So when she came over the next day,
this is so wrong. That's so wrong.
But now common sense would tell you, look at the condom. It's nothing in there. So obviously it's not used. But
did you say common sense would tell you? First of all, there is no common sense to be had with a woman when she see that. We're not full-blown Inspector Gadget, nothing. It's nuclear pistivity, and you got to die. I don't even understand why you say the things that you do. And then when you go and you tell her, oh, I just put it on and then I took it off because I was just trying to get to you. She's never going to believe that. You slept with somebody and that's the end of it.
There's nothing in there, though.
Maybe the box was trash and you couldn't bust.
No, like, I mean, there was nothing in there, like, at all. Like, it looked like.
Again, maybe the box was trash and you couldn't finish.
The petty BS, the moral of this is the petty BS is what ticks off a lot. Sometimes it ain't even cheating. It ain't even lying. It ain't even physical abuse. Sometimes it's just the petty shit that turns into big shit. You got people out here who are stuck in relationships they don't want to be in because
you're not stuck.
But they're afraid to move on. They're afraid to move forward. They're afraid to go see what else is out there. I have ran into a lot of he knows where home at is as women in my life.
Mhm.
Meaning
Mhm.
I can go out here and do whatever the fuck I want to. We are not together, but if I ever feel like I want to be together or I need a place, doors open. You know what I'm saying? And
You're correct in that. And that's why there are men like you out here. If every woman collectively got together and said, I'm not sleeping with another dog, with another cheater, with another liar, you know what would happen? Men would stop being dogs. They would stop cheating. They would stop lying because they wouldn't get any more vagina and they wouldn't have any relationships. If they weren't willing to go to men, to be in relationships with men, then they would have to change their act. The problem is you're always going to have a girl with no self-esteem, with no self-worth, who's ignorant as hell, who's going to put up with a clown like that. And that's why you guys exist.
so you know why Kirk, you know why what I get from Kirk on why he does the shit that he does. He pays
Because
these
Rashida
women.
ain't going nowhere and he know it.
He pays these women and you get what he wants and then they go on about their day. Because
Or they have babies by
what you
him.
said
And he
there,
has to bring that home to Rashida.
you have women who you said, like you said, we're not gonna sleep with this dog, none, blah, 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 and all of that. But then here's these women out here who live by money.
Yep.
So I don't even gotta deal with your attitude. I don't gotta deal with none of that. You know why? Here's $200. Go ahead on and work it out for me. And
Then don't be married. I'm cool with that. If the girl is accepting your money and that's what you want to give her, then don't have a wife and kids at home. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, and I think nobody really. Listen. I know people who stick together for the kids, who stick together for the family, who
The
stick together
kids
because
feel the hatred, they feel the negative energy, they see y'all not affectionate, you're doing nothing but hurting them, and then your daughters are going to grow up and find a dog just like that, and your sons are going to become dogs just like that. So stop using that excuse. It doesn't work.
But what I'm saying is this is real shit where there are couples out here who stick together for the kids, for the houses, for the cars. Fucking Jada and Will is a prime example of that.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm saying?
those aliens.
Respectfully, I don't want to dive too deep in
and
that.
do
But
you see how their kids are
that's what I'm
totally
saying.
effed up?
Like they don't want to be. I feel like Will won't divorce this woman because it's cheaper to keep her. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like
she said she wouldn't divorce him for the same reason. She said, I don't want to have to give up my house. Come on now.
My boy Raw, what up? I think that's what it is too. A lot of times people don't want to end because shit, married couples especially. I know I was one of them. We just don't want it to end. We love this feeling. We love, you know what I'm saying? We love it, but we want to roam free at the same time. And that's fucked up. It is. But that is the thought of a lot of men and women. Women do it too. We ain't finna sit here and just try to gang up on men and just act like men the scum of the fucking earth when it's women out here who know this motherfucker is the bag. He's the bag.
No, we only talking about you. We're not talking about men, just you.
Oh, you can't talk about me because I tell you through the door. I was definitely an ain't shit ass husband. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'd be the first to tell you that. But
well, listen, if there are men and women who both think that way, then they should be together. That's the perfect relationship. I want to be free and I want to do what I want to do. And yeah, he said, stop saying we.
And I did listen. I have elevated myself. I told myself that the next time me and marriage come toe to toe, and it might not happen, and I really don't care if it does. Of course, every man on here, they will say they don't care if they get married or not. But most men want to be married and find that pure happiness and all that shit. And I said that if it ever happened to me again, I would know how to play it this time. I will know how to actually get my shit together because I'm damn near pushing 40. I got 2 years left. So I don't want to be the old man stuck in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's where you still going to get your girls. That's your problem.
Oh, I don't even go to the club. I'm just saying, for example, I'm not a club person. I don't do with clubs. These ignorant little motherfuckers out here don't know how to act in this generation.
It's really dangerous. Yeah.
I'm from Chicago. I don't go to clubs. I don't hang in clubs. I don't hang around bars and lounges. I got a bar and lounge in my house if it's really like that. But it took me listen, it took me a while, man, after all the fucked up relationships I was doing and all the shit that I was doing to people. I realized it took that one time for me to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? When she left, she left. You know what I'm saying? She threatened to leave so many times that I ain't take the shit serious until it actually happened. So now I'm sitting here, I'm stuck, I'm mad, and the first thing that come to my mind is like, damn, I had this, and this. I don't have this no more. Who gonna do this? Who gonna do that? It became a struggle until I figured it out. Like, you know what? You had the ball. You dropped that motherfucker. That's on you. God damn it. So get back in the game.
Is she watching? Is that what you're doing right now? You making a play to get her back? Because who are you?
First of all, that shit's dead. That shit's dead. Like,
you over here trying to sound sincere, and for 2 seconds I almost said, "Oh, I feel bad for him." No, you don't get no sympathy from me.
Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson, James Earl Jones. Rest in peace to them, but it's dead like them times 1,000. Okay, it'll never happen. You'll never see it. It's two things you'll never see: a hoe that won't go, and me and that person figuring it out. It'll never happen. But I say all that to say is sometimes it takes a motherfucker leaving you for you to finally knock some sense into yourself. Okay. I'm not trying to be in the streets. I mean, I don't want to be in the streets, man. Listen, I have a lot of crumb snatchers. Okay. So me being in the
27 to be exact.
Me being in the streets is over with. Like them days is over with. But I also know that I ain't never probably ever gonna get married again. And I'm okay with that, because looking back on it, it's like if you see what all these married couples are going through coming from an ex-married dude, it's like, I'm cool. Because marriage wasn't what it cracked up to be. It was a bunch of conniving, bunch of bullshit, bunch of lies. And then when you're listening and you're on TV and you see, oh, marriage is just so the greatest. Everybody's just so love. I just love it. We bull fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
It can be if you take it seriously. Both people have to want to be there, though.
And I think sometimes that's what it is. You have to want to be in that relationship. If you feel like it's worth fixing, swallow your fucking pride and your fucking ego and fix that shit. Otherwise, you're going to keep running into roadblocks. You're going to keep running into the same shit. You're going to keep running into issues and obstacles that you ain't really used to because you don't know how. A lot of time, a lot of people have toxic relationships because they don't know how to fucking talk to each other.
Yes.
They don't know how to communicate with each other.
And you have to be willing to listen to a person when they tell you how they need you to communicate with them.
Yeah.
This took me a minute to learn. Trust me.
Y'all calling each other bitches and smashing out each other windows and burning each other clothes and all that goofy ass shit. And then y'all turn around and be right back together. Like, what the let me tell you something.
I ain't doing none of that, sir. I ain't putting up with none of that.
You fuck up my shit that I spend my fucking money on, and you think we gonna still be together? What? If we gonna be together, you better be pulling out a check.
Wait. She can't bleach your clothes or set your stuff on fire or do that, but you can go out here and cheat on her. Cheating is way worse.
You better pull out a check and be ready to reimburse me for everything that you done fucked up. Like,
I can't stand you, cuz
I'm dead ass serious. That's the only way we talking about reconciling. I need a check for all of this shit.
Okay, so if you cheat on her and she said the only way y'all can reconcile is if she castrates you, you down? Because you giving out wild ultimatums about stuff when you were usually the worst part of your relationship, sir. Make it make sense.
So here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was me. It was me. All right. I talked about this on one of my shows. It was me. You know what I'm saying? I was there
for that one too.
I am 70% of why my relationships failed in my lifetime. I am 70% of the reason why. And the reason I am 70% the reason why is because my ego, the way that I carried myself, the way that I worked myself up from nothing. And I really didn't, I wanted you, but I didn't need you. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I was one of those motherfuckers who didn't need to live off a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of bum ass niggas. Shout out to the bum ass niggas who can feel like they can live off a woman and be cool. I could never do that. You could never have the satisfaction and say, oh yeah, I took care of this nigga. Like you see all these comedians and shit that get on and they exes and shit be like, yeah, I was with you when you ain't hot shit and I put you on and I was one of them niggas. You was never gonna sit here and tell me that. And I think that's
So if
another
Oprah
reason.
Winfrey called you right now and said, come replace Stedman, you gonna be like, no, because I gotta do it on my own.
See, Oprah different. Oprah different. Oprah can retire a nigga right now, and I ain't gonna be mad at her. But I think like I just didn't want to be a bum ass nigga living off no woman. Like I had to do something. I can't be a Kirk. I kid you fucking not. Like if I was gonna cheat, I was cheating with my own money. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't living off no woman and taking her money and going out here like Jody, riding around in her car all day and doing all that. Nah, fuck that. Like I'm doing something constructive with my time and my money. I'm doing shit with my own money. And I realized that cheating fucked up a lot of shit for me, but it was the only defense mechanism I had at the time because I didn't know how to properly and effectively communicate what I felt and what I wanted and what I needed at the times that I needed. Go ahead.
Cheating was a defense mechanism. Is the garbage that just came out your face? Defense against what?
So look, right.
Mm-hmm.
When I say shit was toxic, it was toxic. We was yelling, we was disrespectful. And this was in a lot of relationships. It wasn't just one. We was getting into it. It was always just a bunch of nitpicking and a bunch of petty shit and a bunch of bullshit. So I felt like a lot of times, you know, once you walk out and say, I'm leaving, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it's like there's nothing stopping whatever's supposed to happen because technically we not together.
Oh my God.
But that's right. But material things are because I paid for those things. And we talking, let's just say, for example, I cheated and the woman I cheated on come smash up all my podcast equipment. I cheated. That's not worth you fucking up thousands and thousands of dollars of shit just because I cheated.
But it is though. Because see, perception is everything. You cheated on me and broke my heart, my soul, my spirit, and shattered me. I'm fit. Everything you love, I'm about to destroy.
We're gonna be
it's all fair in love and war, but you gotta watch what you do to people.
We're gonna be some destroying motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna be some destroyable.
Well, maybe you shouldn't do things that would take a woman to that level of nuclear pistivity. Like, come on.
But see, I realized and I woke up and I had an epiphany. I didn't want to be this dude no more. But then it was a struggle trying to figure out how to get to what I wanted to be and stay away from who I was. It was a struggle. It really was. Because on one hand, I changed. I want to change. I want to be this man. But then on the other hand, you don't believe that I changed.
No, I don't.
So every opportunity you get to fuck with me, you're going to, because you don't believe that I can change or I have changed. So it became hard. Regression.
Y'all should have been left, bro. What you're describing to me, y'all was together too long doing the most ridiculous thing.
This wasn't just with one person. This was with.
So what you're saying is that you were the common denominator across everything, and therefore it was your fault.
I tried to change because of my
part of the change is to stop choosing the same type of women, because clearly that's what you were doing.
Because of my past misdeeds, you didn't think that I could change, but I was trying to show you that I could, but you didn't give me no leeway. You know what I'm saying? Even Mr. Clark gave Sam's a chance before he told Sam's to jump up off that damn roof. Okay.
How many chances must you get? Okay. You had chances before y'all went back and forth and did all of this other crazy stuff. You had chances.
Here's my logic real quick.
There's no logic to come. You don't even know what that means, sir.
I feel like you can get away with more when you're just in a relationship than when you are married. When you're married, you don't have leeway to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have leeway to fuck up.
But you do. It's just the type of fuck up.
In a relationship, you can fuck up and y'all can, work through that because it's just a relationship.
It's just a relationship. Why do you ask me to be on these shows with you?
But
is it intentional? Because I know you know me. Did you say we're going to be together?
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, I don't want to listen to you.
Saying.
Did you commit to this person in a relationship? Y'all together, right?
Listen to what I'm saying.
What you mean just?
You have more leeway in a relationship than you do a marriage. Would you agree with that?
No. I feel like if you commit to a person, you should treat them the exact same way when you're together in a relationship as you are in a marriage. Because why would they marry you if you didn't?
You have more leeway in a marriage than you do in just a relationship?
Yes. Let me tell you why with women. Because do you want me to tell you why? Because when we take those vows, a lot of us are believing to death do us part. So now we have to sit down and take your stuff because we legally tied ourselves to you. When we are just in a relationship, I can kick you out. I can leave. I can go to my sister's house, my mama's house, get a new whatever. But when I'm married to you and now it's going to cost us to have to get a divorce, we got to split up everything. We got to do a custody agreement. I'm more willing to work with you, sir.
You got to be damn near perfect in a marriage. I ain't going to say you got to be perfect.
You do not, though. I think the worst of the worst happens in marriages, not relationships. So not all the time, but I'm just saying. We put up with a lot in marriages trying to make them work because we actually went that step to get married.
I just think from my experience, I didn't have no room to fuck up. Now I did all my fucking up in the relationship stage. That was the what was said to me. I
can believe that because it was you. Okay, I understand that.
I did all my fuck ups in the relationship stage. So I should have got all that shit out the window. I should have got all that out the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So once I did step into that realm, I should have had all that shit together. There's no time for screw ups and mess ups and mistakes.
No, not when you've been a terrible boyfriend and she actually took the time to marry you.
Gambling and all that type of stuff, simple shit. You can fix that.
Sir, in the last show that I was on with you, you said when you gamble and lose all your money, she got to pay your debts. So there is no simple stuff with you. Smash everything with you is toxic.
Because now you finna make it seem like I didn't say she had to pay all my debts. I said it would have been nice. You don't spend all your money on your debts and she got to pick up your responsibility with the bills. Same thing, sir. You're the worst. She gonna get it on the back end though.
You said she absolutely was not getting paid back. Come on, where the show at? Let's run back the tape because you ain't gonna sit up here and lie while I'm on here. We not gonna do. Oh my god. And I ain't paying her back. She ain't getting shit. That's exactly what you said.
Because why am I paying my wife back?
Because she didn't lose the money because you're terrible at fantasy football.
I'm not paying nobody back. We in this. My debts is your debts. Your debts is my debts. Okay.
Woo, 53 minutes, 49 seconds. Jesus, why do I put myself through this?
You know why you put yourself through this?
But the fact that you just sat up here and lied, though. You was like, oh, no, she gonna get on the back end. Then when I called you out and let you know I remember what you said, now I ain't paying nobody back.
I'm gonna tell you how she gonna get it back. When you in that Target shopping cart, when you in that Amazon shopping cart, when you in all these other shopping carts and you need this shit paid for, guess who might come through and just be like, you know what?
Did y'all hear him say Mike? Did you hear him say Mike though? Did you hear him say Mike? That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know who you be thinking you be dealing with. Because this is not. You're not getting nothing over here. We're not doing it.
Hey man, Mr. Clark didn't do nothing wrong. Mr. Clark, listen, I stand with Mr. Clark. Everything Mr. Clark did and lean on me, I stand with him. Them kids was ruly as hell. Do you see what he had to go to school and work with? Man, please. He better than me because I'd have quit day one. Hey, soon as that motherfucker flipped that table over and told me he could whoop my black ass, oh yeah. Yeah, Chief, I'm no longer principal of this school. You're going to have to go ahead on. You're going to go ahead on and have to whoop my ass now because you're doing too much. But listen, right? Toxicity, if you, what Tara said earlier, if you are
Who?
not.
Who said?
You heard what I said. If you are
who is
not.
Tara? I failed to understand who this person is. Tara. It's too much for me at this point.
If you are not going to do right in marriage, in relationships, in fuck buddies, whatever y'all are, if you are not going to do what you're supposed to do, and you know that you're not, leave that person alone, man.
Y'all heard
Straight
it.
Up.
First thing he ever said that was legit.
Leave that person alone. And if you are the person that's getting cheated on, getting lied to, getting fucked on, and still getting treated wrong, leave that person alone. God damn it.
Amen and hallelujah.
Straight up, because it ain't no point of you wasting your best years hoping and praying on a male or a female that they finally gonna get their shit together. Because
Where your other hand at? Are your fingers crossed? Oh, okay, because I thought you was lying. Go ahead.
Nobody wants to keep on going through the in and out, the makeup, the breakups, the toxicity, the I bust your windows, but you love me and all that shit. Oh man, look, I did
your windows, bro.
I did that shit when I was in my 20s. I'm damn near 40. Ain't no settling. A lot of people too scared to get out here in the world and see something new, so they settle. I don't want anybody listening to this shit to settle. If somebody's not putting the worth that you deserve, move around.
No. Leave them and then go move around.
They down here trying to get down on my boy from Boys to Men because he got married, he had all these kids, and then he decided after all these years, or they decided, however it went, that it wasn't gonna work. And he got married within a year of the divorce. And it's like, how can you get mad at somebody for finding the fit that fits them? This is why I don't get into the whole Kirk and Rashida thing. If she love it, who are we to tell her anything? Because she's the one that stayed. As dumb
Here's
as
the problem, though. When you put yourself out there on social media and you get out there on love and hip hop and all that stuff, you invite us in. You invite our opinions in. And she doesn't love it because we sit up there and watch Rashida cry over and over again.
She cries.
She don't love it, man.
She cry every season, and then she stays.
Facts.
The next season, they in love. They together. She got a chance every fucking reunion to leave, and yet this my man. I'ma stick beside him, and we gonna raise all these out of wedlock infidelity babies, is what I call them, infidelity babies. And she stays, and they call her mama, because I don't know if they call her mama, but this, and she's the one that's paying all the child support and all that. She's a good one, because if it was me, either that or Kirk got that package, and she just addicted to it. Because ain't no way, Chief.
I'm telling you, she needs to understand she could have a lot of men in this world, and that I'm sure could bring way more than Kirk.
Yeah, she could.
Who won't have a baby on.
A lot of women are scared to go out there because a lot of these dudes is crazy. A lot of these women are crazy. That's another aspect we ain't talk about. How motherfuckers be crazy than to staying with somebody. Like, and it's fucked up. Baby, if you leave me, I'm a kill myself. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I've seen it. I've done it.
I have too. Bye.
For pretend though. But
yeah. So you was out here telling people you was gonna unalive yourself to get them to stay.
I remember I FaceTimed this girl, right? And I had this little towel wrapped around my neck. It wasn't tight, but I made it look like it was tight.
Oh my God.
It wasn't tight, but I made it look like it was. and I don't think she believed me, but before I made that phone call, she wasn't talking to me. So the plan worked at least to that point that you're talking to me now because you wasn't talking to me. So it worked.
I hope the ladies are listening right now. I hope y'all listening right
Listen,
now.
I was a whole fool when I was in my 20s, man. It is what it is. I listen, I'm a great person. All right. Don't 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 let Tara uh stray you and have you thinking that I'm a bad lost soul. I'm not a lost
Sir, if
soul.
they're listening to you
Okay.
speak, I'm
Okay.
not the issue.
I'm not a lost soul. Listen, let everybody know where they can find you, man, and what you got going on, what's happening.
You can find me on YouTube at Opinionated Sense. As you can see, the fragrances behind me. I am a fragrance influencer. You can find me on Instagram, opinionated_sense. I also have my own podcast that this guy right here is trying to copy called One Man and One Woman, the podcast, with my amazing, talented, brilliant co-host who I love so much.
We're not finna do all that.
Glenn.
We okay.
And that's it.
We ain't finna do all that. Not over here. We
Don't
ain't.
be
We don't do that.
mad. Don't
Hey
be
man,
mad.
listen. I sent out invites for season 2 of I'll explain all this later.
I didn't get where you sending them at? Because
I didn't send one to you.
What?
Respectfully.
This will also be the last time y'all find me here, so don't
No,
worry.
no, 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 no.
Thanks.
Respectfully, right? Like because I don't have to send you an invite. I can reach out
See
to
how
you
you
anytime.
do? That's that ego. Oh,
I'm
as soon
just
as I hit her up, she gonna show up in 30 seconds. Ooh, you ain't
but I
shit.
did
You hear me
send one
saying?
to Flan though. He got one. So me and Flan, we're gonna have a serious conversation for the first time ever. So
Can't wait. Can't wait.
so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Season 2 is gonna be a lot of things. I'm covering a lot of things season 2. So I really stepping my game up and how I'm doing things for next season. We're looking to start next season October 21st. So I'm getting ready to go into my recording binge now. I'm recording. I don't know if you guys will see me live for the next 2 weeks because I'll be in the dungeon recording,
I'm off the
getting
hook.
getting my stuff together because it's important that y'all hear this voice every Monday, and that's what we're doing. But listen, man, look, shout out to everybody that sticks around and takes Big Smash. I'm a lot, but I'm honest. I try to be honest. I don't sugarcoat anything. If I'm wrong, I take accountability for that. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people scared of me because they don't never know what the fuck I'm gonna say. And this is why, it's good to have your own show and your own brand because you can say what the fuck you want, and sometimes, you just got to realize when you're in a relationship, you're one man and one woman. So you just gotta put that together and realize that that one man and that one woman can make something beautiful. So cherish that, as you're going through recovery, and it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. All right.
Thank you for the plugs. You are so amazing. Oh, that was so cute.
Whatever. Hey man, listen, y'all already know what it is. I will see y'all probably tomorrow. Got another topic. Don't worry about it. All right, y'all. Oh, go follow me. Go follow me. Go follow me. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that damn subscribe button and go check out the rest of my shows. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the follow button. I'm still trying to get my damn followers back from when Facebook took my damn page. So yeah, all of that. And yeah, tell your mama and them I'll be over for a plate. And all of that. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out. She said you were lost.